hello to all my friends out there. And so I'm making some nice tasty burritos. I fried one package of this beef patty skillet mix that I bought at Dollar Tree for $1. I find it to be good. So now I just want to add a little tomato sauce. Back in the day when my son was a little boy, I used to add tomato soup. And one time my ex-husband's friend had been working so hard and I had made some kind of tacos with tomato soup, and he was so darn hungry that when he ate one, he said it was the most delicious Mexican food he had ever tasted. And it struck me as really funny, and I thought, wow, poor Jimmy must have been starving. But anything tastes good when you're hungry. So I fried in a little oil, and I blotted, this is a napkin, I blot the oil off. Because you really need a little oil or some kind of fat to fry this kind of meat. It doesn't have much fat. Okay, I want to add, and I don't like it too heavy, just enough to really cover. I have to get some more of this. I keep this in the stockpile. I also make better rice with it. I put cheese and rice. So today, when Ricky and I were doing welcome to our party, she brought up jalapeños. So I said, yeah, I'm going to make myself. Okay, so I diced some jalapeños. Not too much, because I have about 5 jalapeños. Okay, so you see how this is going to be some pretty tasty burrito mix? And I was going to tell another story how God provides, and you know, we got distracted. Normally, the traffic is so severe there that I have to go to the corner and I have to turn around. And I have to go all the way around the corner, and I have to actually make 2 turns to get to that McDonald's. Here's the oil, $1. So the other story was the same lady was in Chihuahua, Mexico, and her husband, I fried the meat with garlic salt, black pepper, onion, and some crushed red pepper. Okay, so they were stuck down in Chihuahua, Mexico, really starving. I told you the story about how she was actually rescued by an old man from starvation, but the story, the nightmare doesn't end there. Same baby. The baby got really, really sick. And she took the baby to the hospital, and I bought this hummus for $5. And they said, your baby will probably die without medical care, but we're not giving you any medical care unless you give us $20. Of course, she didn't have a single dollar. And the baby, I bought these for 30 cents at Grocery Outlet. Okay, so I bought almost all my food dirt cheap this week. Anyway, so she went out in front of the hospital, and she prayed to God for help. And she said to herself, if I leave and go home, the baby is going to die for sure. They won't help me because I don't have $20. And so she didn't know what to do. She goes home, the baby will die. She stays, they won't give her any help unless she has $20, and she doesn't have 20 cents. And the baby is getting sicker and sicker, of course. And then I bought this this Coke. You know, the cheapest place for this kind of stuff is Walmart. So they prayed, and she didn't know what to do. She just kept praying and praying and praying and praying. And finally the nun said, don't you think we better go home? And she said, if we go home, the baby is definitely going to die. And she prayed and prayed, and she said in her prayers, God, you have to help me. If I go home, my baby is going to die. And at some point, after many hours, this wasn't like 5 minutes. This was many hours. A small whirlwind came up and $20 dropped to her feet. And so, you know, that was a miracle, of course. And so, you know, she was able to get medical care. And the baby lived. But it definitely would have died if they had left. And so it was the same woman. And those were the two God provides stories I was going to tell. Because, you know, it's rough out there. I told you, a couple people approached me, can I live with you this week? And, you know, I said, no, I don't think so. You know, I have my hands full taking care of myself. Sometimes, you know. Okay, so this hummus is delicious. All the food I've been eating was really, really cheap this week, so far. I don't suggest keeping it up too many days. Okay, and I have buttery cooking spray in my pan here. Friday night I wasn't going to make fish, but I watched Pink Fairy and she corrupted me, and I went to Ralph's and I got all the cheap food. I got pizzas for 89 cents. And I got fish sticks, so I could have fish sticks and rice, which was great. So I had fish and rice. I bought the fish at Dollar Tree. I bought the fish sticks at Ralph's. You know it's good? Fish sticks and macaroni and cheese. I made beans. I made cheap cheeseburgers and instant potatoes, and now it's burritos. And all of these, okay, so this beef patty mix was what? $1? Ooh, my meat is looking good. Let me show you. No wonder my husband's friend said my food was the best he had ever tasted when he was starving. So you just want to soften these. You know, they're going to taste a lot better if they're cooked. I find this buttery cooking spray to be good. So now I'm going to start this God will provide theme, because I think it's really important. You know, when you're hitting hard times and you lose your job and the stuff is generally crappy and there's nobody to help you, you know, you have to have faith that the help is coming. You really do. Okay, so my meat is looking really tasty. So what I did this month, you know, I have food in my freezer. Okay, I'm going to put half on this burrito. And then in a minute, half on this burrito. But if you're in the habit, and then this is the jalapeno cheese I bought at Dollar Tree for $1. It's good. Last night I had it on the hamburgers. Yummy. Okay, now I'm going to move over a little bit. So if like you have hard times, really hard times, you know, it could be anything. It could be sickness. I'm just going to make one. It could be some kind of stress. If somewhere in the back of your mind you think God will provide, you're going to suffer a lot less stress. You know, if the lady had gone home, the poor baby definitely would have died. And they were not going to help her. This is not America. Every place is not America where you get help. You know, other countries, not good, you know what can happen. This is going to be a good burrito. Look at that. I bought this for 84 cents. I bought these for 33 cents to go with my hummus. Any kind of crackers or bread's good though. So this is a nice hefty burrito. Look at this. All right, I'll taste it. It's hot. Okay, you guys, God bless you all, and don't forget, God will provide. And oh, thank you all for following me, and welcome to all the newcomers. And if you're not big on religion, just take what you like and leave the rest. Okay, God bless you all, and God will provide.